Hello, hello. It is Saturday morning here on the Homestead. Last week we finished up a couple jobs, one of which was that drainage / driveway job that was featured in the last video. But Thursday and Friday of the week were pretty wet. Things went from too dry to now okay, but it also shows rain starting Monday through like a week from Wednesday, which is going to hinder our progress. But I ended up having the guys work on the machines Thursday and Friday. That last job that we did was only like 2 miles from the shop, so just had everything moved back to the shop so we could start just cleaning things up. It was so dry at the first part of the week. David was running the SVL 97 with the door open, and by the end of the day you couldn't see any of the gauges, so it was a good time to clean that thing up. So right now everything's back in the yard. I got the mulcher all working on the 80, and I just put the grapple on today and need to straighten out some hoses and some fittings to make that work, but I'm pretty much there with that. And then just gotta tie the hoses up properly, and that'll be ready for the next job. But you know what it means when you see everything you own in the yard instead of on a job site. It means you're not making any money. So, but it's nice to have the guys clean things up. 97, they went through, cleaned it up completely, inside and out, greased everything. Still got this little 040. We've been demoing it for about a week now. The dealership had 8, so they're not missing this one. I've put maybe like 5 hours on it. Nice little machine. I think the ideal combination for me would be the 80 and a 40. 57's a little big. I tried out that 27, it was too small. The only 33 they have is an open cab, and they're making me a hell of a deal on this one if I choose to buy it. So I'll have to decide that sooner or later. If I do buy it, I'm gonna order a couple things from Manca for it, like a root rake and a tilt bucket, and then I do want to order a frost ripper, a big root rake for that machine, but tilt bucket for sure, because we didn't rent this or take it to demo with a tilt bucket, and you kind of instantly realize that you really want one. But yeah, this video is pretty much meant to showcase this thing. It was 12 months from the time I ordered it until it finally got here from the body company, and I couldn't be more excited. I like new machines, but I really like new trucks, and I really like trucks that I've never owned before. So this puppy is a 2023 International HX620, and I ordered this thing, like I said, May of 2022, and I spent a lot of time deciding what I wanted for a truck. The International dealer is 12 miles from here. Our fire department has had Internationals. All the towns, like I shouldn't say all the towns, but most of the towns run Internationals. I really like the looks of the HX series, so I decided to try one. So this thing obviously is a tandem. It's a 620. The grill is currently missing because they had some sort of recall where they were breaking apart or cracking or something, and I said, I don't care, I will take the truck without a grill. The grill does not affect me at all. So I'm told they'll have a new grill pretty soon for it, so either way, I don't give a shit. But so it's a 15 liter Cummins, the X15 Cummins engine, 565 horsepower, 1850 torque. It's got a 7-speed Allison automatic transmission. I like manuals, but I really like automatics because you don't have to shift them and you can concentrate on other stuff, and a wider variety of drivers can actually drive it. Seems like a lot of the new people now have automatic restrictions, so I figured we'll get a machine or get a truck that everyone can drive. So the Allison 7-speed is it's got 2 reverse gears. It's got like a creeper reverse gear. One of my friends who's into trucks told me that's the one that I wanted, so I paid the extra, I don't know, $4,000 to get that transmission. But yeah, I didn't go with a triaxle. I went with a tandem 17-foot body, which is normally found on a triaxle. I wasn't too concerned about carrying 2 extra yards of material to jobs. I really wanted to have room for tools, just stuff. But the main reason for going with a long box was I wanted to be able to put 16-foot 6 logs in it and take them to the sawmill, because there aren't any decent log truckers around, and I want to be self-sufficient. So I can load them with the grapple and haul them to the sawmill, dump them out, and not have to pay a trucker. So the whole point of buying this truck was to be more self-sufficient. So I don't need to count on a log truck anymore, just the same as I don't need to count on subcontractors anymore. So that was the main reason for going with this. I spend $1,100 a day is what it costs to hire a subcontractor. So, you know, this is a $5,000 a month payment. It really makes sense. So I could have bought a used one, but every used one I see is overpriced and immediately needs $20,000 to $30,000 worth of work. So by buying a new one, you know, I've got the 5-year warranty that covers everything, including emissions. So my theory is for the next 5 years, well, until it's paid off, I'm just going to drive it, you know, fix the wear items. So let's see, what else did I go with for options? X15 Cummins engine. I've had good luck with Cummins. You know, 3 of our 5 trucks have the 6.7 Cummins. And when I ordered the truck, I just said it has to be a Cummins, and I want it to have the most power you're able to get. So it's like I said, 565 horse, 1850 torque, and it is a beast. And I'm very happy that I went with it. I didn't cut any corners on this truck. I figured out over the years what I wish I had when I was working for other people, and wanted to order a truck that didn't have me saying, man, I wish I had gotten blah 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 or whatever. I just wanted it to have everything. So this has what they call the diamond interior, which is basically the upper echelon trim package. So I don't plan on being the one driving this thing, but whoever's driving it, David or Bill or me, I want them to be comfortable. So I went with the top trim. This thing has leather seats. It's got heated and cooled seats, you know, multiple power lumbars. I don't know, everything. It's just got absolutely everything you could ever want. Let's see, let's start with, yeah, so heated leather seats, cooled leather seats, digital screen. It's very nice. Sirius satellite radio, which is great. Unfortunately, if you are going in the wrong direction, the cab protector of the dump body blocks the signal. So I drove it home from the dealer and could only listen to satellite radio when I turned to the left. So I thought that was funny. But I ordered a CB to go in it so I can be a real trucker. A couple of our gravel pits communicate by CB, so kind of had to have one. It's all pre-wired for it. You know, it's got the automatic heating and cooling, so you can set it at whatever temperature, just like, you know, a lot of the trucks nowadays. This is the shifter now, so you've got, you know, drive and reverse, and then this is your Jake brake settings, and then you'd push it in and toggle up or down to change gears. So gonna take a little bit of getting used to for the older guys, but I was told that once you learn it and you get used to it, you really like it. So I already gotten used to it, and I've driven it maybe like 30 miles. So this thing has so many charging ports, like USB, cigarette lighter, USB, 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 another cigarette lighter. So we could charge 73 phones at once. PTO, airbags, you know, your manual fan, your divider, diff lock. This is so you can turn into Bruce Jenner. This is for a red LED that comes on the floor. And then you've got my Whelen LED warning lights package, work lights, vibrator for the bed. I don't know if you heard that or not. There's 4-foot toolboxes on each side. I just mounted the fire extinguisher in that one. Look, you can see I'm wearing pants. Let's see. I went with poly fenders underneath the body. Try to keep the body as nice as possible for as long as possible. Got big floats on the front. Aluminum rims all the way around. On this truck I went with disc brakes all the way around. I don't know why guys don't do that more. I think that's kind of silly. The body I had built at Iroquois. They did the Whelen LED warning light package. I had them do asphalt tarp with a tensioner. I had them do aluminum sideboards, and then we've got a barn door set up on the back here, which is pretty sick. So I'll show you how that works. Come over here. So it's dual acting door, so you can open it just like a dump body door, or pull this pin, rotate this, which shoves this hinge up into there. Then once you put that pin in and your hinges are locked, now you come over here, pull this pin, drop that handle down. Now you got full access to the body. I can slide my logs in, see how I'm stacking them. I can load stuff with a mini. I can use the forks for the skid steer and load my lunchbox. Biggest thing is stumps. Load this thing out with stumps, get up to the yard, swing this door around, lock it open, and uninhibitedly unload shit that would normally get caught when you try to dump it with a standard door. Alright, so you got a 10-inch asphalt apron, which is nice because you can keep everything underneath here clean. 45-ton pintle hitch, 2 glad hands for air, backup alarm, plug. There's one camera there for reverse, that's on all the time. And then up there in the center of the body, up top, is another camera, so I can monitor how full the body is when we're loading, and also to make sure everything comes out when you're dumping. So that's nice, and they built a pretty heavy duty bracket up there, so we'll try our best to smash that. Obviously the inside's 3/8 hard ox steel, which we're going to test because we do a lot of riprap. Had to shut that and lock it with the camera off because you need 3 hands. So what else is on this thing? I'm probably forgetting stuff, but hope you guys like it. I know I do. Yeah, man, it's the biggest investment I've ever made, and I'm not going to regret it because we have so much to do, and we're paying so much to subcontractors. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is start loading out some of our driveway sand. I'll load it up with a skid steer, take it up to the sugar house. We're going to move that whole bin up to the sugar house by fall, so I really want to drive this truck, so I think I'm going to take a load or two of sand up there.